But let me just tell you. When I tell you that you all do not understand the pain. The pain and the freaking agony of now having your kids full time. All because you lost your mental health. It's so hard to even talk about it. I did nothing wrong, no. I raised my kids. I took care of my kids for 11 years on my own. Well, 10 years. 10 years on my own. My kids have been gone for almost 2 years now. Because I lost my mental health. Because I was in a bad marriage. And it messed with my head, bro. And now, I don't have my kids. That's it. That's it. Wayne County is so messed up, bro. Like, I don't even know how to tell you all that. Wayne County is so messed up. This court system is jacked. How in the world are you gonna take babies from their mother, who they have known and grew up, and their family, and uproot them and their school from them? Oh, because you're dealing with mental health, bro. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. There's so much I could talk about and tell you. I swear to God, there's so much, bro. There's so damn much. This court system is freaking jacked, bro. It's not fair. I know people who has their kids, and they're freaking nasty. They've got shitty diapers in the floor. My house is spotless clean. I know people who are actively users, drug abusers, and have their fucking kids. I hope somebody sees this and does not vote for Sean Maynard out Wayne County. If you live in Wayne County and you vote for Sean Maynard, please get off my Facebook. I can't accept this anymore. Like, seriously, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I never put my kids in harm's danger. I never took them places they shouldn't have been. I never had random men around my kids. Nothing. Never done drugs in my life. I can take a drug test now, any day of the week, anytime. Last year, I begged them in court. I said, bro, just take a drug test. I said, look, I'm clean. Like, what are you all doing? Like, how is this acceptable? How is this acceptable? And I'm supposed to get my mental health right. There's not a time cap. Mental health is a illness. Mental health is a disease. Mental health runs in your family, bro. I've dealt with mental health since I've been in 8th grade. And never, ever, ever have I put my children in harm's way. Did I go a little off the deep end after I got out of my marriage? Yeah, because I was dealing with everything, and it was all hitting me at once. And Kason was sick in the hospital, and it was only me, and his dad wasn't even there, and his dad never even came there. And so I get punished. I get punished for being there for my son who was sick and almost died. Tell me how it makes sense, bro. I've been dealing with this for 2 freaking years, and I'm getting ready to deal with it again in June with my other kid's dad, bro. I can't. I swear to God, I can't post this video until after court because they use everything against me that I post on social media. But I swear to God, I already know the outcome that is going to take place. The only thing these men had on me was my mental health. Let me repeat. That was it. And I seeked help. Actually, hold on. Here is the hard copies I handed the judge. I went to this hospital. I was admitted into this hospital. Guess what? They said there was nothing wrong. They didn't see no reason to change my medicine. They didn't see no reason that I should have been there. So they released me. I got released. I didn't have my own house before I went in. But keep in mind, I was living with my sister at the time. And CPS had been called on me because my pieces of shits called CPS on me. They came, they did a home check, they checked every room in the house. I let them see everything, like where the kids slept, all their clothes. I had just got everything. They said there is absolutely nothing wrong with your living situation just because you live with your sister. We are not going to take your kids. People do it all the time. People can't afford to live on their own. Okay, I had 8 kids at the time. I was in Cincinnati 90% of the time. And because I was in Cincinnati with my son who was sick and almost died in my hands several times. And then I went stir crazy from sitting in a hospital room with no relief. I never got a break. I never got to go out and eat lunch outside of a hospital room. The judge literally flipped the CPS paper that said everything was perfectly fine to the side. Didn't even look at it. Did not even bat an eye at it. Didn't even bat an eye at all these documents. I'm going to show you all. Here's the hospital I was admitted to on 3/12/2023. I spent 72 hours in lockdown, and the therapist released me because she seen nothing wrong in my behavior. Okay, here's rent receipts where I got this house in June. I didn't even have HUD, and I was paying for it. I started working, and I worked every day, and I started paying for this out of my pocket. There's rent receipts. This was the first time my kids ever got to see my house. I had just got out of the hospital with Kason right there. Connor's holding him in front of my house, and he didn't care. He didn't care. This was where I was in college. I was enrolled in college. Didn't matter. Oh, this is where I got my brand new car to haul my kids around, because that was another reason of an excuse. My children's fathers, both of them, are using used and did use against me, saying I do not have transportation to provide my kids to the healthcare facility. This is going on YouTube, but I have to wait till after court for Facebook. Just to let you all know. This right here is where my baby died. Was in arrears. $3,000, bro. We didn't pay me for freaking 3 years after our first divorce. And I divorced this man in 2016. And this was 2023. He still owed me $3,000. May of 2023, $3,000. These are text messages of stupid shit from my kids' dad, trying to persuade me to cancel that $3,000 in arrears, and I wouldn't do it. And then here's where I said, do you think like your mom can meet me in Circleville? Because that was our meeting spot. Right here, he told me no. I said, you're making this hard on me. He said, no, I'm not. I'm telling you, she won't. She is packing up tonight. I was trying to establish childcare, or not childcare. I was trying to establish care to get for my grandma to meet him in our meeting spot where we were supposed to meet every 2 weeks. I only get my kids every other weekend on Friday and Saturday, and I have to return on Sunday, and I have to pick him up Friday night. I don't even get a full 48 hours with my kids. And I have to drive 2 hours one direction to meet him, bro. And this is just going on and on. He's not paid my kids' school fees in 2 years. Here's another thing, too. I had to show you. I don't know where it's at now. Hold on, I'm getting it. Listen, this has happened for 2 years, okay? For 2 years, I have dealt with it. I have dealt with this, and I have dealt with this. I don't know. I have no chance. That's what I'm trying to tell you all. This man does not like the kids to be with the mom. This is not the first case. My situation is not the first case, bro. I know 4 or 5 moms, local moms that live near me, that also their kids were took and put with their fathers as well for no reason, for the same accusations, the same, oh, it's mental health, oh God, we gotta pull the kids away because she's having mental health. What? How is that gonna help your mental health? How? I want my kids, man. I want my kids. I don't need my kids going to their dad who was never there for 10 years out of their life. I don't want my kids living with him. You all know what he did to me when I was pregnant and when I was a kid myself at 15 years old. I do not want my kids with him, man. Oh. And also, I showed my certificate of business because I ended up getting my own salon last year, and then I just said forget it after the judge literally denied me again. I just said forget it, but I'm also certified in both certifications to do eyelash extensions that you see on my eyes today. Certified business LLC. So, just to let you all know, If you live in Fort Gay, West Virginia, or you live in Wayne County, West Virginia, it don't even have to be Fort Gay, and you are going to court against your baby dad, and your baby dad is trying to take your kids, and he's trying to be the perfect dad of the year randomly because he's mad at you because you're proceeding with child support, then you're fucked. You're literally fucked. That's all I have to say.